All right. Well, here we are. This has been a while in the making, right? This is it. We're starting.
Been talks for a little bit.
Where are we right now?
We're at the Firehouse Coffee Shop here in St. James, Missouri. Nice little place. Honestly, good for filming something like this. Actually, pretty empty right now. Usually, this pool bar room is kind of full, but we came right when it opened. So.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're here for a specific reason. Obviously, we're good friends, but tell me a little bit so that people know. Just kind of describe your experience with, the coffee shop. Like, what was your first experience? How was your years with the coffee shop?
Probably like, I can't remember if it's end of junior year, beginning of senior year. Probably probably end of junior year. I think I remember we came here a lot, me, you, and TJ. And I remember, like, I think when I first came, well, the first time I was here was as a class. I went with Harold. Harold was our art teacher.
Yes.
And we came here, and I had never been here before. We came here for like a class travel. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. I didn't buy anything. But and then we started coming here as friends. It was a lot of time after school, getting cool, getting drinks, playing board games. We should always in this area. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we're out in there, but it's a pretty nice place, and especially towards the end of senior year, we came here a lot. And even then, we now come here a lot just as visitors after graduating. It's just a nice place to chill and, do stuff in. So, pretty good place, honestly.
What about the coffee shop specifically shouts small town?
Well, if you think about it, there are, not the only coffee shop. There's Jitterbean, not too far from here, but to be frank, this one, because of Firehouse Coffee Shop and stuff up here, it used to be a firehouse. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of plays into a little something that the community then got turned into this, and now people meet up here. Do stuff together. It's next to school, so people come here. Like the school works here. Basically, it's a non-profit, right? Isn't that what it is? Mm-hmm. Like, actually, students are literally they make the stuff and give it to you. It's ran by Daryl, and I think it's just the idea. And not only students come here, obviously, other people come here. I also see other people with their kids come in here just to chill, and it's different from the other places because of its ties and its history. Makes it fit that small town feel, and it's very cozy spot, I would say, which is how it is. It you could put this anywhere, even in somewhere like New York City or Chicago, and it would still have that small town feel because of what it was, I think. So I was born in Rolla, Missouri, at the Phelps County Hospital. I think that's what it's called. It's Phelps Health now, but born there in June 16th, 2004. Spent the first 3 or so years of my life in St. James. We lived in this place for basically our whole life. I think we lived with my grandma. We had our own trailer. Me and my mom lived in. I was a toddler, and then me and my siblings as dad around 2007. They got married 2008. We lived with them. I was in St. Robert, Missouri, and I was over there until probably late 2008. My brother Christian, my brother Jason, my sister Madison, they lived with him, but we left, moved back to St. James, and they got enrolled in their school system. Started there, and I think over then I kind of started forming what I liked. My uncles, probably talking about them, John and James, they kind of represent different parts of me. So my Uncle James got me into video games, the Xbox 360. Probably 2013, 2012. Got introduced to Minecraft because of him. That was one of my favorite games for a long time because it was huge. And then my Uncle John got me into metal music.
All right. What are we doing?
We're making a song in 10 minutes. So I have a lot of presets. So I'm probably just gonna do metal. It's the easiest one to get into. Drums, guitars, bass. I'll usually spice up with synths or pianos, but I'm not gonna do that here. So I usually have preset like mixes. Like, so when I master, I'm just gonna pull this up on this end. So let's see here on my folder, and then my presets. Be on the master, right here. I don't want to give a whole crash course on like EQ and all that is, or what limiters are, but if you know, you know.
All right.
So close. I put my drums in now. Be quick. Drum preset. The guitars for recording.
So you're dragging all your presets in.
Yeah. Probably gonna write this in C because it's the easiest key to do. So I'm gonna change. The guitar has its own auto tune actually. So make sure it's in tune. I do that just to like make sure it's like right. It's already in C, so that's good. I'm gonna drag the other one in because I do 2 recordings, one to the left, one to the right. So 75.
Oh.
And I kind of formed my passion in combining it into nerdcore music, which is making songs about games, like their stories and just writing based about them. That's what that plays into. And I kind of grew up kind of with a lot of music, you know, over the radio, with drumming my mom or whatnot. I kind of had a liking to it. That inspired me kind of make what I do now. So, yeah.
Oh, so it's always been there even when you didn't know it was. It was always there in your blood.
Like, I had like dreams of becoming other things, like a video game developer, even like an astronaut at one point, because I think every kid did. But swiftly learned that I was good at doing this, and it was easy to get into, and now I do it. Not really as a job. I'm not making a lot of money yet, but I am making money, and who knows? There could be a point in time where someone blows up and I become very popular, and that could be my full-time job. That's what's exciting about this.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
What would you say is the earliest memory of when you started making music? So like maybe not necessarily your first song ever, but your first creation that you did in music.
Well, I can tell you, 2016, late 2016, there was this app called Music Maker Jam, where you took samples and just played them and made music. And that was the first time I ever tried doing it. I was directly inspired while I'm in my room by YouTuber DA Games, Will Ryan. He made nerdcore music, and I got huge into him. I actually have like a plush up there of him. But he made a whole thing called Iris, and I have a poster right here on one of their albums. That's like the biggest inspiration for what I do. Like that metal genre, and like Solitude's another thing that they do. That's what this comic is right here. And just a lot of what he does I can attribute to what I kind of do now. So I started like with this like program. I was like 12, and I tried to record vocals on my phone. Obviously it wasn't good. And most of those are gone now. I did a channel wipe not too long ago, and they all got deleted, kind of by accident. I went to privatize them, but they got deleted. But those songs were the first time I ever tried doing something. I think they were FNAF songs. I think my first one ever was based around the game FNAF's Sister Location. And then I did more of them, and then I stopped. And then 2018, I think July or June, I got FL Studio. That's the main program I use now, so use to this day. I don't think I'll ever like stop using it. I made my first ever song there, and it was a Bendy and Ink Machine song. That's another big game. That in particular, my most popular song, Balance the Session, is at about 10K views now. It's my most viewed video, and it's the one song that kind of like boosted me. And I released it like about 2 years ago now. Into the depths, rewriting below. Inside your mind there's a broken show. And it was based on that game, and that game's like kind of huge in a lot of ways for me, because it started my career, and now it's the peak of my career in that. But yeah, just kind of started. And I was bored, and now I do it a lot. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. Anyway, this is the room. Very small, especially for someone like me. I would like it to be bigger, but you know, it gets things done. So, start, set up, microphone. It's basically just record all my vocals, any talking points and all that. I've had this for like about 3 years now. That interface I've had for about 2 years, like a year. That's where all this stuff plugs into. My guitar amp. So all the guitars recorded through now. There's a mic directly on that. You can see that's 2 monitors. I got these very recently in the desk. These are all barely new. This is very helpful. This ultralight curve for like getting more of the image of stuff, and then just having a second one because I fell open on it right now. But just good for reading chat and being in Discord and whatnot. I'm a huge fan of Doom Slayer. This little figure on my desk here of the Doom Slayer. Got my studio monitors, these speakers. That's really helpful for mixing. Big fan of Spider-Man. If you can't tell, I mean, PixelSpider. They should probably tell you the origin of that. I'm sure we're going into that right now. So if y'all didn't know, I mentioned Minecraft. There's a skin. There's a cave spider in a suit, and I was like, oh, it's a cool skin. And so when I came up with the channel name, I just put like Pixel, the Minecraft, and Spider next to it, and it kept it since. I don't think I want to change it because it's unique enough. So, but also a fan of Transformers. These are drawings that my uncle did for me a long time ago. These are his personal like pieces of art that I have hung up. The Venom and Dr. Octopus right here. So Spider-Man comics. That is the first issue. I think the case of 15, and then that is just another one. I think that's Hobgoblin. I don't know what issue that is. I'm just grabbing the comics store, but Mighty Cars. Big things right here. This is my main one right here. My Epiphone Les Paul special. I got one of my albums as a sticker down here, the Ring of Light. I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, this is my main guitar. I love playing that one. And then my 7-string Dean Vendetta. Don't use this one a lot. I don't think I've used it in an officially released song yet, but I do have songs where I'm using it in. So heavier metal stuff. Got the Ring of Light poster. This is one of my like 4 main albums. One of my favorites, I think. Well, they're all my favorites, but it's a big one. Got up here in a middle print on my logo I got a while back. And then I talked about Iris earlier. I got Dawn of the Matrix Deluxe, and then Biobond. Really great song right there. I think that's it for like the desk stuff. And as we cut over here, there's all my collectible stuff right here. I have a Michael Myers mask that I customized a while back. Bendy plush, Optimus Prime. There's a bunch of random stuff. There's an Iris pin right there. I am missing one of them. That's supposed to be the Demetrix, for people who know what that is. I got Infinity Gauntlet Lego set. There's the Will plush that I was talking about, just kind of showing up there. All my boxes, I just saved them. Doom poster over here. Over my bed, the Carnage poster, and then they signed another Spider-Man poster from Comic Con. I didn't go the first thing, but we got that photo a long time ago. If I was looking into these, this is my vinyl that I released not so long ago. It's all my best nerdcore songs on here. This is my personal copy of it. Very proud of getting this made. Here's that. You guys want to see?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I just got my record player on my desk right here. I don't really show much of that, but that's what that is. This is available. I'm just gonna say shamelessly self-promote.
Oh, come on now.
Merchandise is on Fourth Wall. Wearing the shirt right now. So if you go to PixelSpider shop, fourthwall.com, you're probably gonna link it.
Oh yeah,
Link all this
everything,
stuff,
everything.
And all of
according to you
the
will be
physical
linked.
stuff like this vinyl is available, and then I'm gonna get to the CDs. I was gonna talk about it. The Ring of Light Refractured. My personal favorite album at the moment that I've done is the remake of my album Fate of the Mind. This is available on the merch shop, and then both of these, The Story of the Soul disc, are 2 albums per CD. And this is basically, if you get this and this, that's all my albums on there. So these are all available right now. And then these are ones that were released back then, but aren't anymore. And I told one, I think who owns these. We got my first ever album, Open Minded, which turns 5 years old on the 5th of November. That may or may not be before or after this comes out, but this is my first original album. The original Fate of the Mind. Just kind of compare these. Kind of tell the big upgrade. What that is. And then the Ring of Light physical edition when that came out too. So I just keep these because I'm proud of owning my stuff. It's kind of a reminder of what I all do. But that's all the physical music. It's from my room. Well, we got some stuff down here actually. Random stuff, some FNAF Funko Pops, picture of me as a baby, and then my mother down there. This Peter Griffin action figure. I just got that a long time ago. And then some of the Iris stuff on physical. You can see right there, I got some of their CDs, but I think that's honestly about it for here. I make all my music through this, and yeah. Yep. And then bass. And I actually have like an impact too for all my metal songs. So I have that preset right here. So there's that in. So that's all the stuff in. So now I'm gonna actually have to drag in the drums on here. I'm gonna go to my preset. PixelSpider drums too. I have different ones. So now I'm just gonna write something. Make sure it's in the right insert, which is 1. And I'm just gonna go. Got a kick. Kind of metronome off. And then just gotta. Just kind of got that. So now I can go ahead. Copy this. I have to drag this to my other monitor real quick, so that way it's taking up the actual thing.
Oh yes, you got the curved monitor.
Yep. There. Setup. A basic symbol layout here. I just kind of put these throughout. Alright, doing that twice. I usually write a bass pattern. Before I go and get the guitar out.
Oh,
There's an insert for that.
guitar time.
I know it's not in tune right now, so I'm actually have to tune that. We're already at 6 minutes, so it's probably going to be a really basic thing.
It's okay.
My name is Christian McGill.
All right, and you're Logan Black's brother, right?
I am.
All right. Well, I'm just kind of curious how it is copping the merchants. There it is. I kind of just want to know, you know, how it's been living. Well, I shouldn't just automatically assume you've been living with your brother, but having a brother, I guess, that's had a pretty like semi-successful YouTube career throughout the years. You know, do you remember when it first started? Do you remember all of that?
So, I used to live with my dad. I remember my mom and dad split. And then I would visit my mom every 2 weeks, just for weekends, and hang out with Logan. And he used to make videos. I used to help him. He used to do like little like plushie videos. Like he would take a plush and we'd do like little adventures with him or something. And then he did like gameplay. And he used to, it was fun. He did stuff like that. We used to mess around on his channel. But now it's evolved into something that's a lot more unique, professional, and something that caters just to like Logan music. Is very unique, very cool.
So obviously you live in St. James, and this is considered a small town. How has living in a small town like St. James, going to high school, graduating, all of that, how has that changed or contributed in any way at all to your YouTube channel?
I would say kind of like, if I lived in a big city, I would probably have, I guess, more connections now in a way, because I'd be near more stuff. But being here, it's because it's a smaller town, so you know more people, especially in school. It's easier to like communicate what you do more, because you feel more special. Because if I were in St. Louis, tons of like famous people, talented people are in St. Louis. Well, here it feels better, I guess, in a way, because you're probably like, I'm probably the only person here. Could be wrong, that maybe makes metal music and has that kind of big of a following who does it. So it kind of boosts the status here, and it just like kind of helps with promotion and just all of that. As for like a life and like that inspired, I wouldn't say much of what happens here inspired my music. That's just more of like online stuff. So you could change wherever I was from, they'd probably still be the same, but it's like the exposure that feels a bit better because smaller town. Yep. So, I'll mess this up.
Now, obviously, when making a full-fledged song, you take how long on average does it take you to make a song?
Well, sometimes if I'm in the right vibe and if I'm doing like instrumental wise, I can get done within one full sitting. So
Okay.
probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. But usually it's over the course of a few days, and vocals with it takes you longer because I have to find time to actually like record that when no one's home. When no one's home to record them, like I can get loud, and that can take up to a week because it's hard to find time. But I've had one of my songs I've written with vocals in like the span of like less than a day. That rarely happens, but. I tune my guitar in drop C for metal playing.
Hey, that was good.
So I should record the guitar first because it gets that out of the way. So I'm gonna have a metronome. I'm gonna back the pattern up right here. Right where we go. Twice, which means we can now. This is awkward. I always like do this with the guitar under me, so I have to like lean in a weird way.
Oh, I see.
Make sure it doesn't fall. Just get a bit closer. But now, keeping the guitar off, the feedback isn't screwing with audio. I'm gonna cut these. Already at 3 minutes, so kind of tell. But I put these in their inserts. So now I got the bass. I didn't even put that in yet. I have a preset for that. So I'm gonna drag that here. It'll take just a second. Okay, there we go. If what the pattern is, it was like. We shouldn't need the guitar anymore, so I'm just gonna put this back from the amp off real quick. Put that back up. There we go. Then get the wire. Put it back in order. Alright, anything. That's the melody. So. flesh it all together. Actually, one real quick thing, almost that time, I'm just gonna add a quick little drum intro. So I'm gonna get into that, and then now, real quickly, I'm going to add the impact sensor 5. So, alright. 37 seconds left. I'll play this real quick. I mean, well, I guess one more thing, we can have the last 15 seconds if I spice this up. I just go. I think that's it for that. I'm gonna play the finished product, where that goes.
Alright.
That's how you make a song in 10 minutes.
That was a 10-minute song right there. I mean,
Yeah, just an intro.
yeah, but for 10 minutes, that was a lot done there. I mean, considering how you said that usually some songs can take, much longer than that, but, kind of just going off of this, what was your probably longest song?
Well, if you want to count, technically, probably during now, I have a released or unreleased. I feel like.
Let's do released for now.
Okay. I'm just gonna take it and then pull up my catalog.
Absolutely. We can actually we can show the people the catalog as well.
Yeah. So single song. I thought I would know. You know what? I think I know. Probably this one here, Illustrate Our Hearts. I had this one in production almost a year and a half before I even released it, because I didn't know what it'd be. I just had an instrumental, and eventually I thought, oh, well, it kind of fits Cuphead because of like a swing, jazzy type of feel. So then I made it for that, and then I quickly finished it. When I guess you got featured vocalist on this one.
Oh wow.
But it's probably that. But I have one in production now that I've had in production for over a year. And I still have to continue writing for it. That one would probably take its spot, but I think probably this one from memory.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I guess you're in the place that you are. I think, what would you tell people of any age really that are in a small town and want to do things like this in the entertainment industry and feel like they can't because of that small town, hold on them?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm like the best person for that advice. I'm still not huge yet, but I can tell you from what I know. If you're from, let's broad like music, go to like people who like it, like contact like your family first of all. They're probably from here. They'll probably like be proud of people. Usually are family, and they'll promote it for them. Like something like Facebook, I'll sometimes put stuff on there. I'll have family and friends would post it. And like just having friends in general around that area, or if you're like, I haven't done this, but like maybe even like posters or like plastered stuff around like what you are. Like if you're trying to if you're just doing a band, not doing a YouTube channel or something, I would probably suggest like just promote yourself as much as you can, because it's a small town where it will spread probably pretty easily about what you do. For me, I use all the social media like Instagram, Twitter, mention Facebook, or like just word of mouth. Like, for instance, for you guys, like I'll talk to you guys about it with family. Like, my mom's boyfriend, he does. He has his own band, so me and him are able to connect, and then he'll give me tips and tricks about that as well. But I would just say, like, try to promote it as much as possible. If you're proud of what you do, and you won't be scared of doing that. Okay. So, yeah.
I want to know if you could talk to the younger you and tell your younger you about all the accomplishments you've done, what would you say?
Well, I'd probably I'd say to me right before this all happens, elementary school. Actually, no, I was doing YouTube at that point. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, so I was kind of crazy. I'd probably go back to early elementary school then. I'd be like, hey, you're gonna be making heavy metal music. Some people are gonna like it. You're not gonna be super popular, but at some point maybe you are. Maybe I can look back on this 10 years ago today, and maybe I am like this, and I can see this as a stepping stone to that. But I would tell them, hey, don't change much, and just keep everything the same. But you're probably gonna go places, maybe not, but at least you're proud of what you're doing. And I wrote myself probably what are you talking about? But I didn't even like metal, pop more, and I still kind of do that. It's a big fan of this genre, and the nerdcore community as a whole. I would love to at some point, if there's ever I don't see how it would happen, but conventions do these nerdcore performances. I would love to do that one of these days on a stage, and I see myself as having a stage fright, but I would love to perform my songs live. I did a live stream on YouTube back in May of 2023, right after I graduated, and I did a live performance in my room, and it was kind of scuffed because it was in my room, but it was kind of show that I can do it. So I would love to one of these days do that, and that would be super cool. But I would just say don't change much. Be what you want to be, and this is where you're gonna go. So yeah.
This bandit's wave, the menace has begun. Got a gun in my pocket, I'm not afraid to lock it on target. That's you, getting ready for your doom. Hell no.